Good morning to the students of class 10. Today we will start a new chapter, chapter 5, arithmetic progression. It is the easiest chapter in your entire syllabus. So let us start this chapter. First of all, today we see the introduction. We will learn some definitions. What is the meaning of this arithmetic progression? Okay, so let us see. First of all, we will learn about the sequence. What is sequence? See, definition. According to some rule, if some rules are given, then the arrangement of numbers, okay, if the numbers are arranged in a certain order according to some rule, then such type of arrangement is called a sequence. See here. So according to some rule, an arrangement of numbers in a definite order is called a sequence. So here is some examples. You see, all are arranged. There is some rule everywhere. In every arrangement, you will see that they are arranged obeying certain rules. Some rules are there. And also, this the arrangement of numbers, it is in a definite order. It is not like that somewhere it is increasing, somewhere decreasing, somewhere neither increasing nor decreasing. It is not like that. It is maintaining some order. Okay? So definite order. If one is increasing, then it is increasing. If one is decreasing, then all the terms are decreasing. Okay? So this type of arrangement of numbers is called sequence. Here you see x plus y, it is increasing. This is increased by y. Further you see, this is increased by y. Again it will be x plus 3y, x plus 4y, x plus 5y, and so on. Okay? Second sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on. Here also it is in increasing order. It is increased by 1. Every term is increased by 1 as compared to its preceding term. Okay? So every term is increased by 1 as comparison to the preceding term. Second, 2, 4, 6, 8, etc. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Here every term is increasing by 2. So this is the order. It is increased by 2. It is increased by 1. This is called the order. There is some rules. They are maintaining some rules. Some are in increasing order, some are in decreasing order. So this is the rule of increasing and the rule of decreasing. Okay. Now, next. 3, 13, 23, 33, 43, 53, 63, 73, 83. Here again you see there is some rules. They are in some order. So they form a sequence. These all are the examples of sequence. Everywhere you can see 0, minus 5, minus 10, minus 15, minus 20, minus 25, minus 30, minus 35, and so on, so on, so on, etc., etc., etc. Okay. Then see, this is in negative. They are decreasing. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 42, etc. 49. So this is again there is difference of 7. Every term is increasing by 7 as compared to previous, as compared to the preceding term. Okay. So here see 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and so on, so on, so on. Minus p, minus 2p, minus 3p, minus 4p, minus 5p, minus 6p, minus 7, and so etc. So these are the so many examples just for giving you a clear conception of the sequence. What is the sequence? Okay. Then coming to the name of the chapter, arithmetic progression. Now we will know what is arithmetic progression. Yes, arithmetic progression. Okay. What is this? It is a sequence in which terms increase or decrease. Here it is a sequence. It may increase, terms may increase or decrease, anything. By the same constant, but by the same constant. Every term will increase or decrease by the same constant. This constant is called the common difference. There will be some constant number, and every term will either increase or decrease by that very constant number. And this constant is called, always remember this term, that constant value between the two terms is called common difference, and that you can obtain by subtracting the previous term from the following term. Okay. So in other words, we can say that AP is that list of numbers. In other way, we can also explain it that an AP is nothing but it is a list of numbers. There are so many numbers. So it is the list of numbers. Here. In other words, we can say that AP is the list of numbers in which first term is given, in which first term will be given. In everywhere, you will know what is the first term. In every sum, you will see what is the first term. Then first term is given and each term is obtained. And subsequently, the each term is obtained by this. Is obtained by adding a fixed number d. Every next term can be obtained by just adding a fixed difference between the two terms. That fixed difference, if you will add this fixed difference, then you will get the next term. So it is obtained by adding a fixed number d to the preceding term. When you will add the fixed number d to the preceding term, then you will get the next or coming, just next number of this arithmetic progression to the preceding term. This fixed number d is called the common difference. It is normally or usually it is denoted by a small d, common difference. This can be positive. This common difference, the value of d may be positive. Somewhere in some progression it may be negative or it may be zero. Anything. It is not fixed that it will be always positive. So this can be positive or negative or zero. Usually we denote the first term by the letter A. Normally, most of the books you can see it is usually denoted by A. And the last term of the sequence or of the progression, it is denoted by L. L stands for the last term. Suppose there are only n terms. So you can also denote that n terms by An. If it is, so similarly second term A2, first term A, second term A2, third term A3, fourth term A4, fifth term A5, and so on. And similarly, nth term will be An. And just before that nth term, An minus 1th term, An minus 1th term will be An minus 1. N minus 2th term will be An minus 2. Similarly, N minus 3th term will be An minus 2. Okay, so these are the symbolic representation of representation. Now there are some formula also. Formula for obtaining finding the nth term. What are the formula? Okay, let us see. And common difference is same everywhere. It is not changed anywhere. Okay, students. So let us continue the second part of that video. So up to this place we have completed. Usually we denote first term by A and the last term by L. Okay. Thereafter we will see some more things. Here is the general form of an AP is given by. How this general form of an AP is given by? It is here. Please remember this general form. A is the first term, A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, and so on, A plus 4D, A plus 5D, etc. Dot, dot, dot. Where A is the first term and D is the common difference. It means common difference. How will you find out? It is the subtraction of the preceding term from the term. It means A2 minus A1, the value of A2 minus A1, that difference will be same when we subtract A2 from A3, A3 from A4, A4 from A5, and so on. Everywhere when this difference is same, that's why this difference is common everywhere. That's why it is called the common difference. And this is the method to find the common difference, that must be equal everywhere same. And similarly coming to the this nth term, and this is the n minus 1th term, a n minus. Obviously, when you will subtract the n minus 1th term from the nth term, you will get the same value d. So this is all about the common difference, where an denotes the nth term. Obviously, if there are n terms in an AP, if there are n terms, suppose there are n terms in an AP, then an is the last term. Obviously, n will be the last term. And you know, last term is denoted by a small l. So here, n will be a small l. An is also called general term of an AP. So an is also called the general term of AP. AP means arithmetic progression. This is the short form of arithmetic progression, AP. So this is all about the introduction. Next day we will discuss the formula and sums. We will also solve some sums. So we will start the exercise from next day, first exercise. Okay. So this is the entire introduction, definitions, all about the chapter. So thank you very much. Have a nice day.